Good morning. Oh, the soap, please, Miss Craves it. Thank you. I feel clean all over, and no unsightly lather. Miss Craves it?
Mr. Helm, would you please call me by my first name?
Well, I don't know your first name.
It's Lovey.
Lovey Craves it? Evening. That was Dean Martin being public-spirited, saving water by taking a bath with a friend. It's a scene containing the quintessential Martin, bed, birds, and booze. He's made a fortune out of it, which only goes to show that some people have all the luck. This week, his fourth Matt Helm adventure, The Wrecking Crew, is on release, so we're going to take a look at Martin's career. Matt Helm is, of course, Dean Martin, and Dean Martin's Matt Helm, if you see what I mean. If you don't, you will before the program ends. Matt Helm is an agent not to be taken too seriously. James Bond with a hangover. Everything in the Helm films is larger than life, including the women.
She grabbed her hat and grabbed her coat, but left the rest here on the doorstep. She's got me all wound up.
Can't be Lovey.
I'm a heading for the last roundup.
It's a girl.
Hello there.
I couldn't help noticing, but these are your clothes?
What if they are?
I know you have a headache, but don't take it out on me. I mean, what should I do with these?
Just throw them anywhere. I won't be needing them till morning.
Don't you think we should be introduced first?
You're Matt Helm.
It's good enough for me. Hold it now. I get the picture. You're a shill for the house.
I beg your pardon?
You were sent over by a certain party to entice me out of the space capsule, right?
McDonald sent me.
That's the fella. Honey, hand in your uniform. You're off the team.
Well, look, Matt, there's work to be done.
Not interested. I'm doing Acapulco tomorrow.
Matt, this happens to be important.
Well, so's Acapulco. I'm losing my tan.
We could work well together. What's in Acapulco that you can't find here?
Mexicans.
There must be some way to convince you.
Well, I'm open for suggestions. Wait. Stay as you are. That was Martin with Nancy Kovac in The Silencers. She was only one of the bevy of beauties who appear in every Helm film. In The Silencers, the girls included Dahlia Larvey and Stella Stevens, who makes even Nancy Kovac look like a fella. Watch the elevators. Tell me if anybody's coming.
You would have let them kill me. You would have let them kill me.
Yep.
But what? You say you enjoyed that, didn't you?
Not particularly, but I could finish the job if I wanted to.
That dress cost me $200.
Put it on your expense account.
Wait! You won't find anything in there. And there's nothing the government's interested in.
I'll let you know what the government's after.
Oh, please, please, Mr. Helm. Mr. Helm, now do I look like an enemy agent?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen all the latest models yet. She's definitely a Mark 10 model, Stella Stevens. I should explain that Dean Martin was looking for a secret tape. Otherwise, he wouldn't have dreamed of doing what he just did. Incredible to see the screen personality of Martin today, to remember that he started life as the lesser-known half of a knockabout comedy team, Martin and Lewis. Originally, they were a nightclub act, and they made their first film in 1949. It was called My Friend Irma.
the matter with you? I asked you to squeeze a few oranges and you blow your top.
Blow my top. I got an occupational disease. A cheap boss. I don't need put in electric squeezers. Look what's happening to me.
So?
So, is this something for a young boy to go through life with? Yet?
Oh, don't exaggerate.
Exaggerating. Do you realize it's very difficult to dance with a girl, light a cigarette, or shave with a hand like this?
Oh, stop bellyaching. You'll get onto the job once you get into it.
It's just the trouble. I hate the job!
You've hated every job we've ever had.
Certainly, because I listened to you. The last job you made me take. A flapjack flipper. Took me 6 months to get rid of a swivel wrist. Let me ask you one thing. Why do you always have to pick on jobs that deform me?
Cheetah, listen. Where do you begin?
I'm in there somewhere.
Oh, squeeze the oranges before we get fired.
All right, I'll do it. But you be careful how you talk to me. Remember, I haven't been too well.
Oh, you're just a hypochondriac. What's the matter with you?
You said it dirty way.
Now, look here, Seymour.
The funniest thing, of course, about that scene was Martin dispensing orange juice, which is unbelievable. Did you also notice his haircut? That was something else again. Even more unbelievable, considering the shapely dollies that hang on Matt Helm's arm, was the feminine company that the Martin of Martin and Lewis kept. For instance, in 1950, they made My Friend Irma Goes West, and Martin's lovebird was Diane Lynn, who's nice, but hardly voluptuous.
Day after day, I'll always love you. Live just to say, I'll always love you. Dear one, your nearness is my treasure. Dear one, your kiss is rich as wine.
There were about a dozen or so Martin and Lewis films before the split. The fact was that, although apparently joined at the hip, they were bad friends. At the split, it looked odds-on, Lewis being the more successful solo performer. But the opposite's been true. Martin's at the top as a screen personality, as a cabaret act, and as a crooner. Lewis, by comparison, is in the first division, of course, but not the Super League. Not that it all happened to Martin when the split came. It didn't, not for a year or two. But then he had his first straight acting part in The Young Lions, released in 1958. One consequence of this was that he was measured for a Stetson. His first Western was Rio Bravo, and in it he played a drunken lawman trying to kick the habit, helping him that pillar of rectitude, John Wayne.
Jim, Pedro, get over there. All right, the rest of you. I'm not going to tell you twice. You're going to stand up and stand real still. Now. All right, now one by one. I'll start with you. Unbuckle your gun, drop them and step back. No reason for you to move, Charlie. What's this all about? We're looking for a man that ran in here.
Nobody's run in here. We'll remember you said that.
Man we're looking for has muddy boots. Now, one by one, pull up your feet. Who saw a man run in here? I did. Almost forgot about you, Charlie. Come on out. Clean as a whistle. Dude, you've been seeing things again. You better have a drink.
Dude.
Maybe this'll help. Guess I'll take that drink now, Charlie.
I thought you would. You want that gun? Pick it up. I wish you would.
Stepped in a puddle, all right. The fellow we wanted. I guess this is his. Nice, fresh $50 gold piece. Just about what Burdett would figure a man's life is worth. That's earning money the hard way.
Films like Rio Bravo set Martin up as something more than a crooner who could sing hit songs without opening his mouth. His next film was called Career, and in it he played a drama director with a lot of ambition but no money. He tried to inveigle Tony Franciosa into his scheme, and this scene is interesting in that the lines that Martin utter beautifully sum up his present screen image.
Where do you live?
I've got a cold water flat on 3rd Avenue.
3rd Avenue. That's a lovely neighborhood. You married?
No?
Still, I guess your place is jumping all the time with the bimbos in and out?
You mean girls?
I don't mean girls' brothers.
No, girls.
No girls?
Mm-mm. No?
You do go out with girls, then.
No, I don't.
You like girls?
Of course I like girls.
What are you telling me that you don't?
I'm engaged to a girl back home.
What a relief. You know, this is your lucky day. You got a partner show, a job, a roommate. Novak's the name. Maury Novak. What's yours? Lawson, Sam Lawson.
But I
Lawson, that's short enough. There'll be room for you on the mailbox.
This is a cold water flat. Aren't you used to better things?
I'm used to the lap of luxury, but her husband came home.
Okay. But it's only temporary, because I've got other plans.
Hasn't everybody else got other plans? You know, the next time I give a formal dinner party, I'm going to serve these for appetizers. They put me right in the mood for lunch. How about it?
No, I don't figure I could learn anything at lunch.
Hey, I could learn a few things from Barrymore myself.
One, please.
Two.
And now, wait a minute, Novak. I don't...
Count your blessings, Sam. Just think what lunch would have cost you. Now, you write this down. I want an accurate account of everything I owe you. Come on, let's go in and see Jack.
By now, Martin had arrived, and to prove it, he was a member of the Clan, that over-publicized and no doubt over-romanticized group, including Sinatra, Sammy Davis, and Peter Lawford, which did everything together, including make films. One of the first was Sergeant's 3, what's called a spoof western.
The whites must be killed by our own hands. Seeds of this hallowed land must run red with their alien blood.
We gotta find a way out of here. The colonel's gotta know. President of the United States of America, Ulysses S. Grant, you're all under arrest. Come on. Excuse me.
Any man who loves his mother is man enough for me, brightening her hours, sending her flowers, though it's no anniversary. Many men want fame and fortune. It's gold they love to see. But I say a man who loves his mother is man enough for me. Many men love dogs and kittens and pet them constantly. Show me a man who loves his mother as much as she wants to be, and I'll show you a man who's a lot like me.
That's a marvelously funny scene. I suppose that one of the secrets of Martin's success is that he brings out the envy in most men. I mean, there can be few of us who've not dreamed of pulling a stroke like that. And talking of pulling strokes, supposing you were Dean Martin and you were sitting next to Kim Novak, whose husband didn't want to know about Kim, that is.
Skull. What? Skull. Sure, it's Skull. It's got ice in it.
Funny, funny.
Well, drink up and be somebody.
Where we sit down?
Oh, why don't we? Lamb chop? Dino? And I'll sit back here. Where'd you get this crazy couch? Well, it's been in the family for years. It's a love seat. Love seat? For three? Victorian, you know. 2 lovers and a chaperone. But that didn't stop anyone. It was usually an old lady, half deaf, half blind, sitting there and knitting. Knitting? It's good therapy. I took it up when I quit smoking. It keeps my hands busy. You know what they say. The devil finds work for idle hands. What are you knitting? A sock. With a turtleneck? Oh.
He's got small moons.
Oh? I got what? Oh, it's this theory my wife has. If you got small moons on your nails, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Interesting. Now you take me. I've got big moons. That means I'm a think.
Well, you're only half right about me. I'm no scholar.
Knit 1, purl 2.
Something around here smells good.
It's the meat sauce.
You're making my mouth water.
We also got you some pizza.
How about a little antipasto?
You spoil your appetite.
You want to bet?
Damn! What's the matter? I've dropped a stitch.
You know, you can lose a hand that way.
Oh, did you hear the story about the girl? The lobster? No, how's it go?
Well, this girl was sitting in a movie house, and this guy sat down next to her, and they were sitting in the dark, and they were watching the picture, see? And suddenly, she felt something crawling up her leg and pinched her.
Go on.
Then she felt something crawling again and pinched her again. She said, "What is the idea of you pinching me?" And he said, "Well, it wasn't me. It was my lobster." His lobster! He explained it. He said, a friend of mine gave me a live lobster. And I said, gee, that's wonderful. I think I'll take it home for dinner. He said, no, it already had dinner. Why don't you take it to a movie? Take it to a movie. It already had dinner. To a movie. I told you, he's a funny man.
Yeah, funny.
You got any more stories like that?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, there was the one about this doctor, you see. He was examining a girl's knee, and he said, what's a joint like this doing a pretty girl like you?
The mad-eyed knitting fink with the polo neck socks, as Ray Walston. Martin's latest film is another Matt Helm adventure, The Wrecking Crew. It's the formula as before. All that changes is the scenery, which this time includes Elkie Summer, Tina Louise, and Sharon Tate, which ought to be enough for any red-blooded male with 20/20 vision.
It's a pleasure to welcome you to Copenhagen.
Sorry. I twisted my ankle.
Oh, I'd better have a look at it.
No, it's all right, really. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Boulevard Greg, number 14 tonight.
Very pleasant hotel here.
Mr. Helm?
Yes.
I'm Frida. Welcome to Denmark, Mr. Helm.
You always greet people like this?
I'm Frida Carlson, your tourist bureau contact. These are for you. Street maps, places of interest. This is for you, too.
Well, what year was that?
1949.
Oh, it's a very good year.
I'm here to help you in any way I can.
Well, it's very nice of you.
Is there anything you'd like for me to do?
Yes, ma'am, a couple things.
Yes, sir.
Would you mind getting off my camera case, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay. What about the arrangements at the Contini Chateau?
Oh, well, that's in the works. I'm expecting a call from the chateau at 11. I'm sorry about... Welcome to Denmark.
Friendly people, the Danes. I suppose that anyone who starts out with Jerry Lewis and ends up with Sharon Tate can be said to have progressed. And it's certainly true of Dean Martin. We leave him where we found him, in a circular bed, which has girls like other beds of blankets.
Empty saddles in that old corral. Who wants a ride tonight?
Well, they don't have beds like that in Barnsley. And the birds, well, as I said at the beginning, Matt Helm brings out the envy in most men. So just to keep me happy, the producer provided me with a consolation prize. Some consolation. As Dean Martin would have said, aren't they a bit of terrific? We couldn't find the circular bed, but you can't win them all.